Well, today's video, we're diving in looking at this Gerber Strongarm. Once again, we've done previous videos on this knife, but I wanted to give you guys another long-term review on how this thing is holding up because it's just that good. This thing is a great knife if you're looking for like a tactical / survival, something you could do bushcraft with as well. Is kind of what this is going to fit the bill for. But anyway, let's dive in talking about this knife. If you've never seen the Gerber Strongarm before, please stay tuned to this video. We're going to show you what it's all about. Let's get into it. Essentially, this tactical Gerber Strongarm knife is a full tang knife. It does run the length of the blade. You can see the little metal pommel sticking out the end here. So a lot of people give this thing hate because it's not as wide as the blade going all the way back. It's kind of like a thinner piece of metal that goes through there. But nonetheless, this thing is full tang, has a nice glass nylon filled handle, and that is also wrapped with a texturized rubber coating. So it does feel really nice in the hand. I mean, it kind of feels at home in your hand. So, you know, this thing could be a fighting knife. You know, a lot of people use this on their military vests and stuff, their plate vest. I mean, it's going to be good for all that. You know, if you're an air crew member and your plane were to go down in enemy territory, this right here, you could defend your life with. You know, whether that's a survival situation or, you know, actually having to fight your way out. So this thing is great all around for that. It does have a 9.5 inch overall length, 4.8 inch blade, weighs in at 7.9 ounces, 420 high carbon steel, and it does have this black ceramic coating on it, which has held up really good. I mean, I've batoned probably 100 different pieces of wood with this thing just over the past few years, probably more than that, honestly. 100 sounds kind of low, but anyway, it's held up really well. You know, I've seen some out there where it's starting to, you know, peel away a little bit, but hey, nonetheless, this thing is holding up well. It does come with a really nice sheath to it. So it's like a securement style sheath. So it goes in, latches securely. So it uses these little points right here to pretty much retain the knife. You can see where it's cut out right there. That goes in and clicks. And then it has this little loop up here at the top that's going to secure it to you. So it does have this belt loop right here, kind of like a dangler style, but it also has this attachment here where you can run it horizontal on your belt, and you can take a lot of this off, so it's not going to be as, you know, bulky, but you can run it on your belt horizontal, and you can take this off, and it has molly attachments underneath here. You can see where that bar runs through, has little molly attachments, and that's where you could hang it from your plate carrier or your vest, or maybe a tack bag or something like that you can hang it off of. But it has a lot of different attachment points. That's one thing that makes this Gerber Strongarm so good. And you know, I'm in the military. I see this at our tactical store all the time because it is kind of geared towards a military person, you know, because it is like a tactical looking knife. And we're going to be doing a video later on. We're going to be comparing a bunch of different tactical style knives to see which one I think is the best one that I have personally. And we're going to be looking at this Gerber Strongarm. It's in the lineup. This is a US made knife. That is one thing that is great about Gerber that a lot of people don't like about other knives that are outsourced to, you know, places like China, Taiwan, places like that. This is a US made knife. So right there, you're keeping the money in the US. So let's put this thing to the test and show you why I think the Gerber Strongarm is one of the best knives that there is out there. All right, we're gonna go through and do some batoning tasks with this thing. And I think this is one place that this knife really excels at because it has a thicker blade. You know, it's a little bit bigger, I think, than 3/16 of an inch. I don't know, I didn't look it up, but it is a pretty nice thickness. And it has a 90-degree spine on it, so we're gonna show you how it strikes a ferro rod too. But really, really solid knife. You know, hit a knot on that one. I'm gonna go through this knot right here. There we go. Just cuts through batoning really, really well. So let's make some feather sticks with it, see how it does on that. You know, this thing does have a thicker blade profile, but it kind of has that little saber grind to it. And then this one is the plain edge. You can get it with a serrated, partially serrated edge to it, but I kind of opted for this because it's just easier to sharpen. It's cutting through good. I mean, for these kind of tasks, I don't think it does as good as something with like a Scandi grind. But for an overall, like a tactical fighting knife that you can also use as a survival knife, this thing is really dual use. I mean, it's making some really nice feathers. All right, you guys get the picture. I mean, really good curls right here. So, all right, and I found this 420 carbon steel really holds a nice edge. And the best part about it is you can sharpen it so easy in the field because it is a softer steel. So I'm not gonna be out there, you know, chopping trees down with this thing. But if I had to, this thing can take abuse and be sharpened again really easy. So now let's make a tent stake with it. So we'll just use this one. We already kind of sharpened it up a little bit. All right, got this point there. Send it way down in there, about halfway. There we go. A quick work of that, got your little tent stake now. All right, so let's move over and show you how this thing strikes a ferro rod. All right, for a good survival knife, I think it is paramount that you have a 90-degree spine or some way on the knife, maybe some part back here where you could strike a ferro rod, which you could with this one. But I think it is extremely important that you have a 90-degree spine up here. So what we're gonna do is take this ferro rod, show you kind of how it works. And you can see right there, it just showers sparks. All right, and if you were injured, you could use the back of it here. Show you how that works. Look at that. So a lot of people, let's say you were one-handed, you were injured, put the knife in the crook of your leg there. Right there, and then you could shower sparks on your tinder bundle and things like that. All right, so that was kind of like a little mini follow-up review of my first video I did on the Gerber Strongarm. Right now, I really wanted to bring this thing back out and show you how great of a knife it is. And it just has so many different capabilities. Like I said, a fighting knife, tactical knife, survival knife, bushcraft knife, camp knife. I mean, the list is endless. It is just that good of a knife. Guys, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, place those in the comment box below. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys later.